To meet the history of this beautiful
Not
day.
Paul.
Beginning this a long time ago, and I asked the question, you still actually like each other, and they both do, which is really, really good. And today we're here with family and friends that have expressed by both of these guys that you're here because you play a special role in their lives. So I'm going to ask a question here of each one of you, and I want the answer I will, all right? So today there's some sort of things that we need to do out of things just to make sure that it's legal for the day. Sometimes things we do out of tradition, there's parts of this that's going to happen as well. Legal obligations we need to make sure of. And there's a part that we do right now. I just want to make sure that each one of you will do all that you can do to support these guys in a great marriage. Will you do that?
Yes, we will.
Well, that means no meddling, no sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong, and not taking advice from maps. So let's do
I'm
the
with the
legal
maps.
bit. Let's do the legal
Should have
bit
no
so we can
idea.
make it right for the day. So I'm duly authorised to solemnise marriages according to the law. And before you be joined in marriage before each person here and myself, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship you're about to enter into. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Yeah, is this voluntary tonight? Okay. Wonderful. Adam Troy Gaylard, before me in the presence of all these witnesses here today, will you take Larissa Marie Tom to be your wife, to live together in the sacred bond of marriage? Will you love her and comfort her, respect her, honour and protect, whether in sickness or in health, and forsaking all others, keep yourself only for her, as long as you both shall live? Alrighty, Tom, will you, before me and in the presence of all these witnesses here today, will you take Adam Troy Gaylard to be your husband, to live together in the sacred bond of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, respect, honour and protect, whether in sickness or in health, and forsaking all others, will you keep yourself only for him as long as you both shall live? Beautiful. All right. They're both going to give their vows in a few minutes. That's the legal part. It's like a legal contract that we do, and so that part of it's almost done. But what I wanted to say is that I love weddings. It's absolutely a beautiful time. It's a joyful time. Everyone joins together. There's smiles on people's faces, and it's just one of those moments. Everyone gets dressed up and they're in the good mood. And we're here because of these guys. We're wanting the best for them. And often we talk about putting money into things. So if we invest in something, it's about trying to get something out of it at the end of it. And people spend a lot of time and money on investing in things, and they neglect their marriage and they neglect their relationship. And the fact, Adam, is that what it took to win Larissa over is going to take that and more, and it'll still continue on in the future. And for you, with him, it'll need to continue on in the future so that the marriage still lives on. And it's the greatest investment you can make is actually into each other, into your marriage. When you invest in a marriage, you can't invest like money. It's not the currency that we're talking about.
That helps.
If you've got some of it, that's fine. So the type of currency we actually use is about love, and it's about our character. In English, the word love loses its meaning in so many ways. Now I know you love a rum and you love hawthorn. I don't know why, but anyway, there's two things that you do. You love a southern comfort, you love the beach, and you love champagne. Nick, there you go. I love chocolate, I love coffee. You understand what I mean? There's things that we just say in regular conversation that we love this and we love that. But the fact is that when we say we love someone, it sort of loses its real value when we compare it to those other things. And in the Greek, I've got this sunshine straight right here. In the Greek, there's 5 words that actually are represented for the word love. And I'm just going to touch on them really briefly, and then we're going to get this over and done with, all right? There's the word mania, love. That word mania, I think everyone can understand what that really means. Sounds unhealthy, and it can be like that as well. So we're not talking about that part of it today. Then there's eros love, of course. It's about emotional, sexual love, the birds and the bees. We don't need to go there, I don't think, today. Then there's philos love, and it's about brotherly and sisterly love. We've We all have friends that we love them to death. You know, it's one of those things, we have that connection, and there's always that bond that's there. It's like they're physically connected and related. Stormy love, it's the motherly and fatherly love. And for parents, and perhaps for some that aren't parents as well, I'll feel that right from that very first moment. It's deep and it lasts forever. It's one of those things that's protective for children. Often it changes over a child's lifespan, but still, as a parent, protective. Then there's agape love, or as Conor Fruiter would say, agape. And this is the love that's beyond conditions. It's unconditional. It's the love that goes beyond everything else that's been mentioned before. It's the love that helps you endure. It says that no matter what, I love you. And it's about endurance. It's not about that infatuation, that feeling. It's all the important things. It's about commitment. It's about, I choose to forgive you. I choose to be patient with you. I choose to honour you. I respect you. I always want to speak the truth to you. And I'm going to love you no matter what. And it's not about me all the time. And it's really about, I choose to give to you. Sometimes we might look at the other and say, well, that's not fair. But I think the only time that we should be saying that is when it's not fair, is when they haven't got something they need. And I'm hoping that's in the back of our minds today, something that we can give. So marriage must be created. It's all the little things that end up making the big things along the way. It's never being too old to hold hands, never being too old to say I love you. In fact, I really want you to do that at least once a day. You need to do it more often than you do. It's not going to sleep angry with each other. It's standing together and facing the world together, which you've done. We've already heard the history of that. It's about speaking words of appreciation, affection, demonstration, and gratitude, all those sorts of things. And it's having the capacity to forgive when we really don't want to forgive. Sometimes that's a bit hard, isn't it? Yes. Giving each other in this atmosphere where we want them to grow, each other to grow. It's not about marrying the right person, but about being the right partner. And I'm sure that's exactly what we have here tonight. It's all those things that join together and add up to make this beautiful thing that we call a marriage today. So for both of you, my wish is that you're going to remember this day about the commitment that you make to each other, the ring that you put on your finger every day when you see it. It's going to be one of those things that remind you of this special, beautiful moment when everyone here is gathered with you, sharing these beautiful moments together with honour and respect. Over to you guys for your vows. Adam?
Of course I do. Where's my ring? That'd be in your hand. Almost 10 years ago, I made you a promise. Well, tonight's the night. Of all the things I am, perfect isn't one of them. Yet you're able to love my imperfections anyway.
Perfect for my sister, you are.
This is why marrying you this evening is just so incredibly humbling. Life's just so much more everything with you by my side. Together we've dreamed and been able to turn many dreams into reality. No doubt many, many more to come. Fair to say you've shaped my life and our lives where I never thought possible. And whilst we don't always see eye to eye, we managed to find a way through. Usually because I give in to your way of thinking, and let's face it, Google is never wrong. As we stated back in the beginning, if it's to be amazing, it won't be easy. Well, here we are. We've experienced many amazing things along the way. Challenges have crossed our paths, but together we've managed to come out the other side. Your support has been constant. For this I say thank you. And I can't wait to continue on this life journey with you as my wife. Love you, love. Every day we're together is my favourite day. So today is my new favourite day. Can't wait to see where forever takes us. And for the record, you had me and I don't think so.
Run.
Okay, this is going to take a long time.
Yep.
Over 9 years ago, you asked me to give us a go. After a lot of persuasion, I finally said, okay. Little did I know that I would be standing here tonight about to say I do. You have shown me how to love unconditionally. You have shown me your love even with all my uncertainty, my insecurities, and my faults. And it says to the top because I've changed. I added that like half an hour before I left. So today, Isla is Marie. Promise you, Adam Troy, that I will forever tell you to turn left when I mean right. Give you the shortest direction to pies and coffee at 7-Eleven as the flow cries. And I will always tell you when we're retired. And I will always tell you when we're not getting lost, we're exploring. I promise to correct you, interrupt you, annoy you, be your Minister for War and Finance, and I'll be your personal Google for the rest of my life. I promise that I will attend 2 Hawthorn games a year. And I will let you massage my shoulders while you're watching the Hawks lose on TV. It's the best massage ever. But tonight as the sun sets, and in front of our most treasured friends and family, I take you, Adam, to be my husband. I promise to always be by your side, to hold you, to dream with you, and to be your best friend, to be your Lucas and Marie, but most of all, to love you forever as your wife.
Now, the ring exchange.
How's the makeup count?
You know, there's a tradition of swapping rings on a day like today, and that's just a reminder. Something that we wear on our finger is a reminder of that special connection. They're usually solid, single, usually made from pure metals as well, which is another reminder of our relationship that we need to have. And I don't know, have you got a washer or something? So we're going to exchange rings today. And understanding that you're doing this for something I want to do for life.
Can I just explain? Adam is very different, as we all know. And my ring didn't take long to choose, I can promise you. Adam's, on the other hand, as you notice, is black. Inside the black ring are 5 black diamonds. And those 5 black diamonds, he said, I want for you and our 4 children. So as I put this ring on your finger, this is from us, from me, and my love for you, and the support and love you give to our 4 children.
Bless.
I actually don't have a great story today. So I'm going to go with the truth. And the truth of the matter is, this is the ring that most complements the rest of the engagement ring. And that's why we went with it. Full stop. There's nothing else to say.
They're actually supposed to wait till I say the kiss.
Well, they just wanted to double dip.
You said once a week, I've got about 20 of them.
Well, given that they've spoken their vows to each other, but for all of us here, and myself, and that you've agreed to be married to each other, you've fulfilled all the obligations that we need to do, so therefore I pronounce that you are husband and wife. I'm still actually saying,
Oh, that's not right.
the soonest